Hello guys, Messenger of Death here, and welcome to a game known as the Bloodline. Imagine Skyrim and Runescape had a little baby. That's the best way I can really describe this game. It looks super interesting, I love RPGs, I know I've got a lot going on, but I just had to give it a go, you know? Okay, so we have our chap right here. He's looking pretty nice. Welcome to the Bloodline. The Bloodline is an open-ended experience where you create the character that you want to play as. There are hundreds upon hundreds of spells and skills to unlock, allowing you to craft the exact class you have in mind. Nearly every action you do is rewarded to cater to everyone's playstyle. Want to just craft weapons and build your village? Go for it. Want to avoid crafting altogether and focus on melee combat? No worries, play the way you want to play. There is no singular way the game is meant to be played. Right now, the game is mostly an open world playground where you can roam freely, earn experience in whatever way possible, and unlock more fun skills to use in this big playground. As development continues, more of the story will be added and segments of the continent will become available. Please keep in mind that this is an early development build and you will run into bugs. Please have patience and understand that this game is being created by just one person, and I'm doing my best to make the playing experience as smooth as possible. Awesome. Okay, so here we are in this little castle. We're obviously going to be dealing with a tutorial. And that's important because I need to know all this stuff. Shift to sprint, awesome. Achievement earned, run a total of 15 meters. Press spacebar to jump. This consumes what looks to be a stamina bar in the top left. And you can increase your skills by doing it. Okay. So, I don't know if any of you have ever played RuneScape, but it's basically, you can do whatever you want. You play how you want to play. Ooh, well, we got a small pouch of food, it looks like. But for the most part, it was a very fun experience and a great RPG to play. I remember playing it back in the day. And this game is open world like Skyrim. So that's what I mean by it's like the two of them merged together and had a little baby, essentially. It does feel a little bit stuttery, but then again, it is an early build. Okay, so you can sleep and wait as well. Interesting. Oh, look, more food. I have a feeling this will come into play when it comes to cooking in the future. Oh yeah, we'll take all that, you know. So let's have a look at the... Okay, so we got inventory. Do we have a weight system or something? Detailed stats. Okay, cool. That looks interesting. I saw this game and I really wanted to give it a go. I've not really saw too much. It's just my friend told me about it and I looked at the videos and Steam when you basically, you know, check out the trailer, so to speak. We have a wonderful balcony looking out into the open world. I'm going to try and turn down a few settings and I'll be back. Okay, apparently in the pause system we also have a save option. So, yeah, we'll overwrite save, I guess. Oh, it just, okay. It doesn't actually just say save and everything. It just pops up here. Okay. Right, let's speak to whoever this gentleman is. Frederick Woodkin. Good morning, Harbinger. Here is your uniform, freshly washed. After you're done getting dressed, my father requested that you meet him down in the armory to begin today's training. Will you be joining us today, Frederick? I sure hope so. It's been a while since we have sparred, hasn't it? Maybe you could actually beat me this time. Ha, let's say we're pretty even. I'd say so too. Anyways, my father is waiting downstairs. Before you go, I could give you a general overview on the controls if you're interested. Sure, appreciate it. Great, where would you like to start? Pressing tab will open a radio menu. From there you can access your inventory, skill book, army overview, and ever so helpful, enter overworld button. Press the enter overworld button immediately brings you to the overworld instead of having to go out of an area's exit. Okay, nice. You can also open your inventory with I and your skill book with K. Assigning using skills. To assign a skill to your skill bar, open your skill book with K, then drag whatever skill you'd like into your hotbar. The number on each slot represents the numbers on your keyboard. Please keep in mind that some skills are still a work in progress and might be extremely exploitable, janky, or just not work at all. Just have fun with them, and expect them to be wonky. Very well. So, general controls. Once you have weapons equipped, you can scroll up for your melee weapon and down for your ranged weapon. Another useful ability can be toggled by pressing C, slow motion. Having slow motion enabled drains your stamina, so be careful. Pressing F will toss your grapple hook. You can attach to many different surfaces, don't be afraid to toss it around. You can ascend and descend the rope using Q and E, pressing F will detach the grapple. Combat. You should talk to Razul about combat and weapons, he's much more experienced than I am about that stuff. Well, that's all, thank you very much, Frederick, I appreciate it. So yeah, the graphics are very nice, I like them. It's very cartoonized, which is pretty cool if I do say so myself. I like the art style, kind of reminds me of old school RuneScape back in the day. It really does. I'm seeing more of RuneScape in this game every day, and this guy's got a question mark on him, but before we go and speak to him, anything we can loot? No? Oh, he's up for more loot. Clayton Barrett, historian, presses to talk. Oh, hello, Harbinger. Is there something I can assist you with? What is it you do around here? Well, my title says I am the Stronghold Mage and Advisor. My duties of late have been limited. I'm more of a historian now. Is there a reason why you're studying history? Well, yes. As your advisor, it's up to me to provide you with the best plan of action in any situation that might arise. Since we have no idea when or where the Unforgiven will return, it's up to me to study all that remains of your ancestral text to find some sort of pattern. Despite you not having any sort of vision regarding another return of the Unforgiven, I still believe it necessary to be prepared and always possible just in case. Just in case what? I mean no offense by this, Harbinger. I of all people believe wholeheartedly in your bloodline. But I cannot allow us to become complacent in the event that the Harbinger bloodline ceases to have visions of the future. No offense taken. Thank you for your understanding. Do you actually read all these books? I do, in fact. Keeping the many magical runes fresh in my mind helps focus my mana. You should try it sometime. It's quite an interesting experience. Could you teach me how to read runes? I would be honored. Okay. The best way to learn is with hands-on experience. Now I only have pyromancy and cryomancy spellbooks here, so find a bookshelf of the one that piques your interest, and bring a book to any of the desks here in the library. Sit at the desk and begin reading the runes. Before you begin, just remember to take your time. Don't worry too much about doing it quickly. Primarily focus on translating it correctly. You got it. Okay, so he said walk up to a wait, what? What happened? Give me my book. What? Okay, we've encountered our first bug. Okay. Press E to drop or Q to throw. I guess it's because I was too close. Okay. Cryomancy, nearby books. Okay. Mana crack, transliterate. Okay, so I have to look for M. Okay, so it's actually like a full-on hands-on thing, so... There's a timer? Okay, right. So I think what I'm best off doing is looking for this one and then looking for the next one, so... I want A again, which would be the F looking symbol. Okay, where are you? This thing. I messed up. Okay, so this is getting me experience. Right, I'll play around with this for a little bit and just see what happens, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's all I can really do. Damn. That went pretty well there. So, the faster you do it, the more experience you get. The problem is, because I'm on a 48-inch TV screen and I'm set up close, I can't see everything on my screen at once. So I have to, like, look to the side, look back, look to the side, look to the back. And that's a bit of a problem for me, really. Eesh. Trying to memorize everything as well. So, from what I've figured out, is if you don't do it in time, you don't get bonus XP, or XP, really. But if you do it quickly enough, you'll get more XP. Which is pretty cool, I like that. It's a bit more interactive than just simply just a bar going across your screen. I like the interactivity. Okay, so I actually just leveled up from that. Interesting. So, has that affected a skill at all? Let's try and have a look. Skill book. Hang on. I did translate a rune word, did I not? Or do I need to do it within a certain amount of time for the quest to complete? Right, okay. Let's see what level up does. Okay, I got a skill point. Cool. Congratulations, you leveled up. You've earned a skill point. You choose one of the gifts listed below. Points to spend. Fear not the unforgiving. Your strength grows every day, so I can increase my health, my mana, or my stamina. Right. Journal. No, that's not what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to see. Skill trees, magic, cryomancy. I got a skill point to spend. Okay. Craft a beam of frost magic that freezes in service. So where do I start my skill? I can't click that. So I have to start off there. Shoot a small shot of ice from your fingertip. Okay. Skill trees. Tech. Utility gadgets. I have no idea what that is, but okay. Blood magic. Druidism. Transformation spells, animal charms. Yo, I want to be a druid. Take the form of rabbit with no attack. This form is best used as a means of movement. Okay, what other creature's going to turn into? Because that is what I want to know. Transform into a dire wolf. Yo, I want to be a druid. Druid is like my favorite class in D&D. I love druids. Ah, that's going to be so cool. Okay. Nice. Okay, I'm looking forward to this. This is pretty dope. Melee. So you get skills for different types. Okay. Interesting. Well, I guess I need to fully translate a rune word, so I'm going to keep trying to do this, I guess. And I'll be back once I've managed to do it in, like, one sweep. So the one issue I have terrible memory. So this is going to be very hard for me to do. No, no, no! Oh, I almost had it. I was so close. I was so close. Oh. I just couldn't find the last piece. Okay, I should have this. And. I see mana. Okay, your skill actually goes up, and I correctly translated the word. Awesome. Right. That was a tough one for me to do, but I managed it. Let's see about speaking to our friend here. Hello, Harbinger. How did the rune reading? How goes the rune reading? Any luck? I did it. Well done, rune reader. Great way to practice your magical art proficiency without being in the heat of combat. These books are all yours, so feel free to study them whenever you want. Thanks for the starter course, Clayton. The Mages College has plenty more books touching on almost all the magical arts. If you have time and desire, you should visit them. I'm sure they welcome you with open arms. Okay. Interesting. This is such a big castle. How am I supposed to figure my way around, you know? My running increased to level 2. Awesome. So I'm guessing go down. Thomas Dornscheit. However you pronounce that. Good to see you, Harbinger. How goes your research? Great as always. I just received the latest batch of cryoscopic stabilizers from my dwarven friends in Elderglen. What were those for again? I've been trying to make a companion to help me in here in the shop. Just a small bot that can help retrieve tools and parts and the like. I'd hate to ask you for help on my own personal project, but if you're offering, I'd be foolish to refuse. There are a few things that I need to assemble my latest schematics for the bot. First, I'll need magnifying lens. I dropped the last one I had, cracking it. The nearest place to get them is from Gearbeard's shop in Elderglen. I'll provide you with the funds, of course. I just need you to go and purchase it for me. Other than that, I also need a few bits of copper ore. This copper ore should do the trick. You got it, I'll be back with those items. Okay, hello there. Russell Syed. Good day, Harbinger. You looking for some weapons training? I sure am. Could you give me some pointers? Absolutely. What weapons are you interested in learning about? More? Yeah, should I use like a great axe? Bows? Gotta go with the bow. I love a bow. Bows are the most standard ranged weapon. Depending on the type of bow, the speed can range dramatically. For the most part, short bows are faster, firing than long bows, but long bows deal more damage than short bows. You get the idea. Great axes are similar to great swords, but are usually slightly slower and deal slightly more damage, but aren't as good as blocking. What about halberds? Halberds are a mix of a spear and an axe. They have a very long reach and deal great damage. Their speed is below average, allowing you to sweep crowds of enemies with each blow. Okay. One-handed? One-handed weapons are the most basic and easy to use weapons. These weapons range from swords and axes to maces and clubs. Generally speaking, one-handed weapons have average attack speed and deal moderate damage. One-handed weapons can be paired with a shield as well. Blocking with a shield allows for easier critical blocks, which slows time and allows you to deal double damage. Okay, very cool. So, that's interesting. Hang on. Where can I get new weapons?
Check with the shopkeeper here. He has all the standard weapon classes for sale. If you can't find anything else that suits you, you'll have to head into town. Trolley Shop and Tusk in Elderglen. They have plenty of good equipment there.
Can you tell me about general combat concepts?
Sure thing. What topic would you like to learn about first?
Blocking.
Blocking is done by holding the right mouse button with a melee weapon equipped. If you aren't using a shield, the best way to successfully block is to aim for the opponent's weapon as they attack. When you successfully block an attack, you have a chance of triggering a critical block, which slows time. If you attack an enemy when time is slowed, you will deal double damage. Another thing to keep in mind when blocking is your stamina. If you try to block with insufficient stamina, you will be staggered, leaving you open to incoming attacks.
Charge attacks.
You can charge any melee weapon by holding the left mouse button. Performing charge attacks consumes stamina, but if you successfully land an attack, it will deal significantly more damage.
Skills.
A large part of combat is skills. Open the skill book with K. Some skills require certain weapons. Some skills complement another. Your skill bar should be full of skills that you find fun and useful. Keep in mind, some skills are very easy to work. Very early work in progress. If you come across one that is weird, it's probably because it isn't complete.
Fair enough. Enemy types.
There are many, many different enemy types out there. Some will be simple and easy to chop down. Others will have breakable armor. Some will have special attacks and abilities. When encountering a new enemy, study their weaknesses and abilities. Learn when you have an opening, or when to back off.
Troop commands.
You can give orders to your troops by using the F1 key.
So you can actually get troops? Cool.
Please keep in mind the orders will dramatically change and be more in depth in the final game.
Parrying.
You can perform a parry by blocking, then pressing the left mouse button. If you time the parry just right, you will knock your enemy back and leave them wide open. When parried, you deal double damage to the enemy for a few seconds. You also have a chance of disarming your enemy, halving their damage output.
Okay, goodbye. Thank you very much. I appreciate the tutorial. You don't have a question mark above your head, do you? So there's a lot to learn. The requisition offer allows you to buy basic goods at a fair price as well as sell your unwanted items for a bargain. Okay. Well, I can't really do much about that. I'm still right at the start. This is going to be a lot to take in, and I'm already digging this already. Plenty helpful, plenty of use, and just a single guy developing it.
Gods have mercy! That's just my luck!
What's wrong?
Oh, hello, Harbinger! It's nothing, really. A gust of wind came and blew my hat off my head. It got stuck up there on a pillar and it's not coming down.
I could climb up there and get it.
You think you could? I'd love to see that. I'll cheer on you from the nice firm safety of the ground.
I'll be back with your hat. So, which bit? Can you actually climb up that? Is that something I can do? That'd be dope. Oh, hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. Ah. Should be looking in a direction and press jump to launch yourself in direction. Keep this in mind when exploring. I do not think I'm going to be able to climb up here. We'll try, though. Let's go. Nah, I don't think we have enough stamina. Hang on, no. I need to take a break here. Then we got this. We got this. We got this. Right, right. Hidden. Come on, climb up. Hey, let's get it. Okay, dope. Okay, that is awesome that you can climb the skill surfaces. I love that. Hell yeah.
Have you managed to reach my hat just yet?
Here it is.
Oh, wow. You did get it. Thank you so much, Harbinger. You know what? It would mean the world to me if you get the hat, if you want it, of course.
I'd love to keep it.
I can't wait to tell my little girls that the Harbinger is wearing the hat they made.
Thank you. Okay, so we got a little hat. Let's see. There's 2 armor and light armor. Okay, hang on, wait. Cloth sandals. Wait, we've got armor here. Hang on. Okay. Okay, look at my guy. You know, he's got fairly early game armor. I like it. I like it a lot. Hell yeah. I got 380 gold apparently. That's going to be interesting. Joffrey Woodkin.
Harbinger, good to see you. I've actually been meaning to speak with you about something if you have the time.
What is it?
Let me tell you a quick story.
Go on.
Recently, I was visiting my family in Bloodline. As I walked the streets of Helgaskar, I overheard a conversation. They spoke of the Harbinger bloodline. They doubted the divinity of your blood, so it is simply an old folk tale. I recoiled and stopped and gave it some thought. What reason have we given them to believe anything else? As I sat with my family that evening, I asked what the general consensus was regarding the Harbingers. They told me that the most people either believe the Unforgiven are gone forever and are unafraid of them returning, or that they don't believe they ever existed in the first place.
Oh my gosh, that hurts my voice. Give me a moment. Who are the Unforgiven?
The Unforgiven were once known as elves during the First Age in Udros. The elves defiled all 12 gods, thinking themselves as greater beings. They saw the gods as lazy, selfish, false deities. According to a few of the remaining elvish texts, they even managed to kill Ihur, the god of luck and bounty. When Ihur was struck down, the first god himself, Alden, unleashed his fury and banished all elves to an unknown realm. All we know is that the Vernier twists and corrupts any soul, some foul magic perhaps. The goblins that roam Udros today are only corrupted husks of the ancient elves, left behind after one of their previous invasions.
How can people believe that?
I thought the same thing. How could such cataclysmic events simply be forgotten? But again, I tried to see it from their perspectives. It has been 1,000 years since the last Unforgiven invasion. The Harbingers to them are nothing but a remnant of a once proud royal army. And it makes sense, of course they would think such things. How can we blame them? I had such a wide range of emotions. First I was angry that people could doubt your divine blood. Then I thought perhaps it isn't such a bad thing. Peace of mind at least hasn't been a thing for as long as history can recall. And that's what I kept thinking for my entire visit. As I rode back here, I realized something. This could be their plan. Make the world complacent. Make people forget the Harbinger bloodline. The Unforgiven could be patiently waiting for the opportune time to strike the death knell and crack the skies open with their foul magics. As it stands, I fear you were to have a vision today. Our pleas would fall on deaf ears. The world is too consumed by their own doubts and petty differences. If the Unforgiven were to invade now, the world would be consumed. I am not telling you this to simply instill fear in your heart. I'm telling you this so we may begin rebuilding your bloodline, once proud reputation. We must prove to the world that your blood's the rose of pure divinity.
Oh my gosh, my voice is hurting. I can't do that anymore.
Train, fight, explore, help people. Anything you can do to make your name known throughout Udros. Even if you cannot convince people of your divinity, make them respect you as a person. Before that, we must test your mettle.
It's in my throat's metal right now.
Now is the perfect time to see how you handle yourself in a fight. Small band of goblins has set up a camp just outside our stronghold.
Understood. I need a weapon then.
Which weapon would you like?
You know what? Go with greatsword.
Here you go.
I'll be on my way then. Okay. So, I suppose we want to equip our greatsword. Good job, you've equipped a weapon. Scrolling up and down your melee and scrolling down, look at your ranged weapon if you have one. Awesome. When weapon equipped, you press T to put away the weapon. I did, and it just pulled it back out. So a weapon in this broad category that covers great swords, great axes, great hammers, any huge weapon essentially. Very nice.